And I think if sort of they feel that you're doing the right thing, you can only be sort of true to yourself, and you sort of have to ignore.
There's a quiet resilience in the way Princess Kate Middleton presents herself, a poise that radiates whether she's comforting a young child or standing proudly at a formal event. Yet behind the palace gates, whispers have begun about a change in her that has touched King Charles and Prince William profoundly, even bringing them to tears. It's more than just her composure or her graceful public image. It's the emergence of a woman who, in the face of personal hardship and royal pressures, is stepping into a role that's subtly redefining the monarchy's path. What prompted this shift, and why has it struck such a deep chord within the royal household? Stay with us as we explore this poignant evolution, and be sure to leave your thoughts below for more updates on the royal family. The past year has reshaped the British monarchy in profound ways. In February 2024, King Charles revealed his cancer diagnosis, a moment that sent shockwaves through both the public and the crown. Mere weeks later, Kate Middleton announced her own cancer battle, discovered after surgery in January. The news stunned the world, leaving Prince William balancing his responsibilities as heir while caring for his ailing father and wife. "It's been brutal," William admitted in a raw November 2024 interview, emotion thick in his voice as he described the most difficult year of his life. But amid the turmoil, something remarkable began to emerge. Kate, Princess of Wales, was quietly stepping into a new chapter, and few saw it coming. Her journey through illness was intensely private, yet played out beneath a global spotlight. In March 2024, she shared a personal video filmed at Windsor Castle, revealing her diagnosis with vulnerability that resonated far and wide. It was a real shock, she said, stressing her desire to protect her children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. She withdrew from the public eye to focus on healing, beginning preventive chemotherapy. By September, she completed treatment and announced it with gratitude and hope for a cancer-free future. Her gradual return was marked by intentional public moments, from the Chelsea Flower Show to a touching cancer support event in Southport. Each appearance revealed not just strength, but a commanding new presence observers couldn't ignore. What made Kate's transformation so powerful wasn't simply her return to duties, it was how she did it. The reserved, carefully managed Duchess image had evolved into a Princess of Wales who radiated confidence, empathy, and leadership. During her Southport visit in October 2024, she connected with cancer patients and families in a way that felt heartfelt and spontaneous. She wasn't there just as a royal, one attendee remarked. She was present as someone who truly understood. William stood beside her, filled with pride and quiet awe. Insiders say he's witnessed a new dimension in his wife, not just as a partner, but as a future queen stepping into her destiny. This transformation unfolded as the monarchy itself navigated major changes. King Charles's cancer was described as under control in December 2024, but he continues treatment into 2025, though he has carried on with engagements, including visits to Australia and Samoa. Concerns about succession linger. Reports suggest preparations may be underway for a potential transition, with William and Kate positioned for an earlier ascent to the throne. Talk of abdication, though contentious, gained traction following Queen Margrethe of Denmark's decision to step down in January 2024. Still, royal expert Grant Harold, once Charles's butler, believes the king will follow his late mother's path and serve until the end. A regency, where William would act as king in all but name, remains a hushed possibility. For Kate, this looming transition has meant embracing a position she's been preparing for over a decade. Her appointment in April 2024 as Royal Companion of the Order of the Companions of Honour, the first royal ever awarded this, was a strong signal of her growing influence. The order, established in 1917, recognises contributions to science, medicine, public service and the arts, all causes close to Kate's work in early childhood and mental health. She's like the daughter Charles never had, royal author Sally Bedell Smith told People. This honour wasn't symbolic. It marked Kate's rising role in shaping the monarchy. Her new responsibilities are carried with both humility and quiet determination. Kate's transformation has been most visible in her public appearances. At Westminster Abbey's Together at Christmas service in December 2024, she hosted a deeply personal celebration, weaving her cancer journey into a message of unity. Her voiceover during the broadcast was soft but powerful, urging empathy and understanding. "The Christmas story reminds us to consider others' experiences," she said, her words full of grace and gravity. Royal insiders took note of the shift, less scripted, more sincere. One said, "She's always been composed, but now there's real depth to her presence. That depth hasn't gone unnoticed by King Charles." At a private Sandringham gathering over Christmas 2024, he reportedly praised Kate's strength, his voice faltering with emotion. "In a personal way, I am deeply grateful to the doctors and nurses who supported me and my family," Charles said in his Christmas message, a subtle but clear tribute to Kate. The usually stoic monarch sees in Kate a partner on a parallel journey. Both are living with cancer, both are committed to service. A source told People, "There's a strong bond there." For William, this transformation has brought both pride and poignancy. On his Earthshot trip to South Africa in November 2024, he spoke with open admiration. "She's doing really well. She's been incredible this whole year." But privately, those close to him say the experience of watching Kate rise so fully into her role has been emotionally overwhelming. At the Chelsea Flower Show, as Kate chatted with children and creatives, William looked on with a gaze that held love, admiration, and the realization that their future as monarchs may arrive sooner than expected. "It's been emotional," a close aide confided. "He's proud, but it's a lot to take in." Kate's impact extends beyond royal engagements. At home, she remains a steady force for George, Charlotte, and Louis, balancing the demands of royalty with a nurturing, grounded family life. Her parenting mirrors her public demeanour, intentional, gentle, and authentic. At Wimbledon in July 2024, she was seen softly comforting Charlotte, a simple moment that revealed her deep maternal instinct. "She's not rigid," a family friend said. "She sets expectations but lets the kids be themselves." That balance has helped her children flourish, especially Charlotte, who is blossoming into a confident young royal. Behind closed doors, Kate is also helping to mould the monarchy's future. Her work with the Royal Foundation Centre for Early Childhood, including a major symposium in November 2024, shows a focus on meaningful, lasting change. She's not just fulfilling her duties, she's creating a more relatable modern monarchy. William relies heavily on her insight, and sources say their bond is stronger than ever. "They're preparing in their own way," royal author Robert Jobson told Hello. "They've made it clear to the king, family is just as important as duty." Kate's evolution is especially powerful because of its timing. With Charles facing an uncertain road, and William preparing for the crown sooner than expected, Kate has emerged as the royal family's quiet anchor. Her mix of vulnerability and inner strength has won the public's heart and steadied the institution. During the December 2024 state visit from Qatar, she stood beside William and Charles. Her calm presence a reassuring signal that the future of the crown is in steady hands. "She's not just the Princess of Wales," one royal expert observed. "She's the heartbeat of what's coming next." Kate's influence is increasingly shaping the royal brand into something more modern, human, and emotionally intelligent. Where previous generations often emphasized protocol and stoicism, Kate leans into warmth and relatability, without compromising tradition. She's the first royal in decades to bridge the gap between ceremonial grandeur and lived experience in such an authentic way. Whether through her candid health message or her hands-on approach with early childhood initiatives, she's redefining what it means to be a working royal in the 21st century. This shift hasn't gone unnoticed by the global public. In polls conducted throughout late 2024 and early 2025, Kate consistently ranked as the most trusted and admired member of the royal family. Public sentiment around the monarchy, which has experienced dips in recent years, appears to be stabilising, even improving, in large part due to Kate's visibility and vulnerability. Her openness has fostered a deeper emotional connection with the public, particularly younger generations, who view her as a symbol of resilience, motherhood, and understated power. Behind the scenes, palace aides describe Kate as a quiet strategist, deeply engaged in decisions about her public role and the monarchy's future direction. While William takes the lead on climate and global diplomacy, Kate is focused on domestic legacy building. She's involved in reshaping how the royal household communicates, especially on digital platforms, favouring transparency and personal storytelling over formality. Insiders say her influence on strategy has only grown in recent months, with Charles reportedly encouraging her increased involvement in high-level planning. There's also growing discussion among royal watchers that Kate may eventually take on a more prominent diplomatic role. With Charles's health being closely monitored and William shouldering more constitutional duties, Kate is expected to represent the crown on more overseas visits, not just as a consort but as a senior figure in her own right. Her calm, thoughtful presence has proven effective in sensitive situations, and foreign dignitaries have privately expressed admiration for her approach. She represents a softer, more empathetic kind of diplomacy, one built on connection rather than ceremony. As the monarchy braces for inevitable change, Kate stands at the centre of what many are calling its quiet reinvention. Her path from newlywed duchess to future queen has been marked by grace under pressure, and now by visible leadership in uncertain times. She's not just weathering the storm, she's helping to steer the ship. And while the timeline of succession remains unclear, one thing is certain. The future of the royal family will not just be shaped by kings, but by the strength, wisdom, and heart of a queen in waiting who has already begun to lead.